The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough...
Takes a shot! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Platini. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that was nowhere near his best. That's a good... It's Eto'o! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Lahm. Passing nice and neat. And the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And we have our very first corner. Now it's Bellingham. Ronaldinho! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example.
Romario! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And it's Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this? Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Lahm. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Rooney. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Bellingham. Threads one in. And the shot! He's got a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Vietnam take the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Serves up across. Leicester with the clearance. And this is Pele. It's Pele! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Stood up well to him there. Engages and forces him off the ball. That's been slipped through. Lahm. Over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Cantona. Ferdinand pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Maldini. And it's Ronaldinho. He's had it taken off him. Ferdinand. Tries to pass it through. Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And no, that was never going to make it. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. It's a pretty loose pass. Ronaldinho has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
Has a look and plays it forward. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his... Shot, surely! Bellingham. That pass has been well intercepted. Eto'o. Half-time getting close now. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Pele. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely weighted ball. Ronaldinho. Now it's Eto'o. And smartly reclaimed. Looking for the run. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. Platini. Now it's Romario. Bellingham. Vieira. Great ball if he can get there. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And the first half is done. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Vietnam are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Substitution in progress.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Van Dijk. He won't be happy with that one. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Ronaldinho. Eto'o. And this is Eto'o. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Rooney. Now it's Cantona. Opts to play it back. Ronaldinho driving forwards. He's had a shot! No mistake! And there is his 30th goal.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Vietnam take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Great vision. And that's put paid to a promising move. This looks promising. Can he get it through?
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And here's Cantona. He's in a great position here. Vietnam have got... Bellingham! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That is good alertness. Now, can they get him away? Thuram. Yaya Toure. Van de Ven gets over and intercepts. Looking to play him in. Now it's Bellingham. Shot a goal! They've scored! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And yes, it's him again.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
So, time for changes on both sides,
Number
actually.
13,
This is
Ronaldinho.
threatening to become a
Number
really
6,
good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now. All of a sudden,
Rooney.
this one's totally up for
Coming on the
grabs.
field.
Well,
Number
it just
4,
petered out. No
Ronaldo.
penetration at all, having had
Number
a
7,
great deal of the ball.
Neymar. Number 19, Johan Cruyff.
Vietnam
Number
do have
25,
options available on the bench
Cristiano
if they want to go that way.
Substitution.
Cruyff. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And Cruyff! It's bounced back off the post. Out of play for a goal kick. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And this is from Mario. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That is a great pick out. Can he finish? Goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away.
Cruyff really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on, and he put it on a plate for his teammate.
And he shoots! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And a shot!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Chance for a shot! Well, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Rivaldo. And he welcomes it in. Lovely, now then. Yaya Toure. Just 5 minutes left. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Vieira. Yaya Toure. Now this could be a chance. Lam. That looks a cracking ball. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Cantona with the short one. Cantona goes down, but nothing given.
Has been indicated.
Watford are looking to go forward now. Now it's Bellingham. Seedorf. Now it's Bellingham. Rivaldo. Cantona. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Looking for options for movement. And it's played in. Chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, Waters, and another try! And he hits the net. Over the hills and... That's that, the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
It comes as little surprise, Peter, that we find the name of Park Ji-sung on this team sheet.
First name on the team sheet, you would think.
Yeah, and a player with a fantastic engine. I always think that every time you see him, he's just going to run himself into the ground. He'll give everything for the cause, and he always sets the tone for industry.
Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. Forlan. Can he finish? Neto. Now it's Rooney. Could move up a gear here. Adams. Ronaldinho. Cantona. Now it's Rooney. That's good running with the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Distributed tidily. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Rooney. That has not gone well. Bellingham. Vietnam yet to have an attempt on goal. Ronaldinho. And this is Eto'o. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Rooney. Can he get on the end of this? They're urging him to shoot. Quality ball. Well, they've got it again. Messi. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Spread it left. Now it's Hazard.
Vietnam really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Ronaldinho. Eto'o.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Hazard. And here's Forlan. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Messi gets into a good position. He's had a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? And he's in on goal. And the ball's come loose here. Rooney. And the through ball. And it's Eto'o. Eto'o! It's there! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Vietnam have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Cantona.
Vietnam can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Rooney picks it up out wide. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Davids. Cantona. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Forlan.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Cleared away. Cantona does really well to win the ball there. Neto. He's in a great position here. It's played through for him. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Vietnam leading 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway. A solitary goal, just the goalkeeper to beat. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Vietnam clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Played back in, and this is Root. Header! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, sweet feet. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rooney. Now it's Eto'o. Vietnam just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Plays it in low. Van der Sar claims it, safe hands.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And the shot! Sticks it away! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Vietnam are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy...
Tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That pass has been well intercepted. He's through, now is he in? And that pass just didn't quite work. Deftly away. And he's quick to snatch it back. And that's gone loose. Now it's Hazard. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Tries to pass it through. And that could well leave a mark. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Vietnam presented with a golden opportunity here. Khan, in the context of the game, he must save it. one. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe. And it's Davids. Half an hour gone in the second half. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And this is Rooney. He could be in here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Great ball if he can get there. And this is Eto'o. He's found a way through. Vietnam are almost home and dry now. Oh, Red, nice interception. Vinicius Junior. Ronaldinho. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Vietnam are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Davids pokes it out wide. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Lam. Lovely. It's Eto'o! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product. That's a cute ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that will be the final act. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I think this team can do themselves.
He gets big! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's one...
And he shoots! They've scored! 2-0, and in next to no time. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that.
Match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then.
There's Vitor Baia, Peter, exuding his unique brand of calm and confidence, as per usual.
Yeah, he's one of those keepers, isn't he, who has that certain aura around him.
And I think that gives the defence a massive boost. Having someone like that behind you can really give you that insurance, that psychological edge.
Beckham. And it's Beckham. Lahm providing an outlet. Terrific header! No, not the best of headers.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Wirtz. Azar. That's an imaginative pass. Can he get onto this? That's good defending in numbers. Koundé spots it and intercepts. Knocks it into space. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. They get a throw in. Lahm. And it's Beckham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Guardiola does really well to win the ball there. Sends it crossfield. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. Nesta can get it clear. And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Pullet. Off. He's having a hit! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And they've got rid. Engages and forces him off the ball. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. So it is still 0-0. Lahm. He's got away. Well, that looks a decent ball. Lahm has it out wide and in space. Pullet. Makaleli. Pedri.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's fabulous. Pullet. Makaleli. Pullet. It's a really well-measured ball. Big chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Messi. McAllister carries the ball down the right. Now it's Hazard. That is good alertness.
Hazard really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
Pullet goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. That has not gone well. That's a little off target. And this is Dembele. Played back in. Gets his head on it! They've done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Looking for options for movement. Oh, no joy this time. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. No, that's been intercepted. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Manchester United get the second half going. Collar. And it's Del Piero. Passes short and sharp. Vitz.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Neither of these two want to come off second. He's having a go! It's anyone's ball now. Costa Curta, and here's Messi. Now what about this cross? And it's hoisted clear. Nicely shaped ball, and nicely intercepted. He's had a shot! And somehow it stayed out.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pedri cuts it out. Might be danger here. There's a sharp little ball here. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Has a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
McAllister is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. Dembele with the short one. And the finish! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Messi. Played into space. Oh, that's well spotted. 60 minutes played. And it's Messi. Pedri. Great vision. That is a brilliant interception. Cristiano Ronaldo. Aimed beyond the defence. Great ball if he can get there. Makaleli gives no quarter whatsoever. And he's in on goal. And he's managed to get free. Well, there's the clearance. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
Substitution on the field. Number 6. That's coming on the
Makaleli.
field is number 25. Rafinha.
Hazard. Rafinha. Hazard going full steam ahead down the left flank. Makaleli. Lam. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising. Tries a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Dembele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Field, number 20, Hazard. Number 9, McAllister. Coming on the field, number 15, Gakpo. Number 8, Ribery.
So, third corner of the game. And he's had a hit! No, not quite.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Ribery. Yamal in acres of space out wide. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And he shoots! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Played out to the right, swings in across. Oh, what a climb! Oh, should have put that away.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
And it's Bale. He's in plenty of space here, and that's not going to reach. He can get that clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Van der Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Over to the left. Gakpo. That's going right the way across. Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Rivaldo. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He has found the way through. Shot could be on. He's had a shot! Oh, it's in! just do it? Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Manchester United take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
It's a pretty loose pass. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bale tries to play it through.
Has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And this is it's Van Basten! He scores! And this is getting better and better. Reflections on the goal?
Well, I thought once he got the first...
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
If you're looking for options...
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Pullet with the short one. Lahm plays it in. Van Bouten is there to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Beckham.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Up he goes! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
And it's Serginho. Schneider. And Robertson. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, super find. And this is Eto'o. Face to face with the... Can he finish? Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
That is so good. Such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Internacional are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Tries to play it through. Serginho's cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Great vision. That has not gone well. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well played, well played.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Serginho calmly anticipates. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Bellingham. Vieira. Van Bouten wins the duel this time. Now it's Darwin. And this is Schneider. Out to the left it goes. Swings in across. And he gets rid in a hurry. Bellingham gets a foot in here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Mbappe. He has a look up. Terrific header. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Eto'o gets into a good position. Pull it. And it's Vieira. Looking to play him in. Hangs in a cross.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Serginho. Mbappe. Nesta. Proves too strong, too smart. Bullet. Bellingham.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Lam. Vieira. He's on it, can he? Real chance! They've done it! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Mbappe. He's got plenty of space out wide here. It's a mighty effort! No, not the best of headers. And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. Serginho. Brilliantly cut out. Bellingham. Manchester United heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Chooses to go cross-field.
Well spotted.
And it's Robertson. Oh, that was vital. Bullet. Collar.
Manchester United couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Not the most accurate pass. Bellingham, can he get on the end of this? Beckham gets into some space, he gets big! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That has been cut short. And we've reached half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Manchester United ahead 2-0 and they are looking good.
We are glad to inform you that today's match day programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs. Substitution in progress.
So off we go once more. Looking for options for movement. Yeah.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Eto'o. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Eto'o. Has crossed into the middle. And again they run up again. And Hullet! Bellingham receives it in a good position here. Some really good ball movement. Beckham. And he's forced to go back. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Robertson cuts it out. Rijkaard knocks it into space. Climbs up big! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Beckham threads one in. It's a promising position. Crossed into the box. Van der Sar deals with that nice and simple.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
He's a sharp little ball here. Very nicely done. Now the ball in. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
The attendance for this
Internacional
match was
clearly are trying to mix things up here,
71,649.
keeping their opponents guessing.
And it's Beckham.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Takes aim and crosses. Ferdinand getting this one clear. Koller. Bullet. Chance here to counter. He's picked his way through. Shoots! It's fallen loose again! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philipp Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on so many fronts, but I'd say his tactical nous, a man who can single-handedly turn defence into attack, and he's capable of playing anywhere on either flank. And when
shot a goal! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Müller. Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here. And he's there to get it away. And he's there to retrieve it. Beckham. Bellingham. Beckham. Nesta. Ferdinand. Hops for safety. Koller looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Beckham. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Müller. To Thiago. Davis. And it's Thiago. Lahm. Coman. Coman going face-to-face with his great rival. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. He's gone forward, spread it left. Now it's Ribéry. Davis, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Eto'o.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Back into the middle. Müller. Müller touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
There's the shot! And that's caused a worry or two. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Lahm. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thiago. Now, can they get him away? Ribéry could try cutting inside here. Lahm. It's Bellingham. Eto'o. And it's Vieira. Koller. And here's Hullet. And here's Beckham. And it's Beckham. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Nice sequence of passes, this. Müller. And it's Lewandowski. Ribéry. Throw it. Bellingham. Vieira. It's a good foot in there. Coman. To Lahm. And it's Davis. Ribéry. Bellingham did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Eto'o. Manchester United finding their passes. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Coman! And it's Thiago. Muller. Lahm. Eto'o. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Thiago. And here's Coman. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Lahm. Bellingham. That's Vieira. And here's Eto'o. Smoothly does it. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. So the first half brought no goals.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they?
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Not the most accurate pass. Lahm. And here's Beckham. Vieira. And it's Beckham. Passes short and sharp. Passes coming off in... And he shoots! Really well taken goal. Can he get onto this? He's got away. Cross needs to be good. Oh, that's a fine interception. Coman. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played into space out wide. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And he passes it long. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Hullet. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Bullock looking to penetrate opposition lines. Nicely spread. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Ribéry. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Lahm. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
And it's Hullet. Distributed tidily. Lahm. Hullet. Collar is onto this. And the shot! It's in! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 11.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
14,
So we have our breakthrough.
Number 2.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc.,
Beckham.
they can still turn this round, I think.
Oh, shooting chance!
Del Piero.
A reprieve,
Number 19,
albeit perhaps momentary.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 5.
Ribéry
Panucci.
tries a shot!
Number 22.
It's off target and by quite a way.
Substitutions taking
Yeah, I
place.
think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Dumfries. Played into the box. Climbs up big! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He has found the way through. In by Hullet. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Rummenigge. And he cuts out the supply. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. And that's put paid to a promising move. He won't be happy with that one. Lahm is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's got in! He's put through his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Manchester United got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Lahm. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Lahm plays it. Bullish header! Now, how often do you see that? Kimmich. He's had it taken off him. Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory! About as smooth as it gets. Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision.
Added
They
minute
need to
has been
sharpen up or
indicated.
it's going to happen again.
Manchester United are having a ball here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, he'll be annoyed at himself for not getting there. Chance for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And that's it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did.